you want them to shut down. Okay. Let's say they do. Pornhub is shut down. All right.
Yeah. Now what, right?
You think there's not access to what are the other porn sites that are available, or even the dark web, or you don't think any of that exists and it's accessible to people? Like you accomplished. What did you accomplish? What's the accomplishment?
Solution? Yeah. So part of this is not just to hold Pornhub accountable, but we want to prevent this in the future. And what that means is that we're pressuring not only governments, but the credit card companies. So the financial institutions, I think, are the key to this. And you might understand this as a businessman yourself. We want to see Visa, MasterCard, and Discover say, we don't do business with user-generated porn sites that don't reliably verify the age and consent of every single person in every single video. Just like they have anti-money laundering policy, they need to have anti-online exploitation policy. And when they do that, they're the doer at scale. So they are the solution at scale. Because these companies, they may be free porn, but they're not free. They exist to make a lot of money, and it's really hard for them to do that without the credit card companies and financial institutions. So I think that is the ultimate solution, in addition to governments enacting the same policy.
So this, even if you shut down Pornhub, it's not going away, because the porn laws in America are not going to look. By the way, it's so interesting because in this election, porn was one of the issues in the election. I don't know if you saw the video or not. Did you see the ad the Democrats ran?
Oh, I think I did. Where it was scaring people that they're going to take away the porn.
Watch
and all
this
that.
here.
Yeah.
One of the ads they ran, Rob, I think we texted it to you. If you know.
Yeah, I saw it.
Brandon, did you send it to Rob? Rob should have it if you have one of the clips. I think this is the one. Yeah, watch this. This is a commercial. Mm-hmm. If folks are watching this is not a spoof. This is a real commercial ran with budget of Kamala Harris to scare people who watch porn to not vote for Republican. This is maybe one of the weirdest commercials ads I've ever seen in my life. The only thing it was missing is Kamala Harris coming at the end and saying, "Hi, I'm Kamala Harris and I endorse this message." Go ahead and play this clip.
Sorry, you can't do that.
What the hell, man? How'd you get in here?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're banning porn nationwide.
You can't tell me what to do. Get out of my bedroom, you creep.
I won the last election, so it's my decision. I'm just going to watch and make sure you don't finish illegally.
I mean, it's ridiculous because, I mean, porn, like it or not, it's legal. It's constitutionally protected as expression, okay? It's not going away. That's not my goal. That's not the goal of Trafficking Hub. That's not the goal of my organization, the Justice Defense Fund. We're after making sure that these sites are not infested and globally distributing and monetizing sexual crime. That is what we're after. And the problem with Pornhub is that it is doing that. And so when we're shutting down Pornhub, it's not shutting down all porn. If you want to have porn, you do so legally. You do so by verifying age and you verify consent. And that's possible. That's possible, but you have to reinvent the business model of free user-generated porn. And that's okay. That's okay if they have to do that.
Yeah. I mean, again, so what are the laws right now with porn? What are the laws right now with porn when it comes down to underage porn?
It's illegal. I mean, it's illegal to possess it. It's illegal to distribute it, to advertise it, to monetize it.
Why are there so many sites that have it?
They're breaking the law, but there's not
enforcement. And why are they not being held accountable?
There's not enforcement of the law.
I don't get that, though. I don't understand. I'm very confused with that part. So who wouldn't enforce that law? It's kids. You know, we had a guest on here a couple of days ago where the interview went out, and it was a great I wish she would mention more people that are alive instead of just mentioning people that are no longer here with us. One of the conversations was around the fact that, according to the FBI, 2022 data, 359,000 children are missing. I mean, I had a dog missing for 9 days, Jimbo, and we were devastated as a family. Parents missing a child? Are you kidding me? The pain? What policy is above that? I don't know what policy is above that.
It's not a matter of the policy. It's a matter of the enforcement. And I think the problem is there's so much of this going on, and there's not enough political will, and there's not enough resources being dedicated to do it. And that's why I think there's power in civil litigation. because civil litigation puts the power into the hands of the victims. They decide whether or not they're going to pursue justice in court, and they're not waiting and relying upon the government. And what often can happen is when you have a powerful legal complaint, and the lawyers do all their work and discovery, and they unearth all of the facts and the evidence, then the criminal prosecution can come on the heels of that. And basically, they use everything they found in the civil litigation to pursue the criminal. It makes their job easier. And we've seen that over and over again.
Yeah. You're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but the last 13 and a half years, I've been working on my first fiction book to write, ever. Fiction book to write. And while I finished this book a year ago, I got the strangest phone call about one of the characters in the book where the guy wanted to meet with me, and he read the book. And afterwards is like, wait a minute, am I the villain in the book? This is a story about a character named Asher, who is half Armenian, half Assyrian, whose father was involved in the Iranian Revolution, linked to Savak, working with the Shah, that they escape, and he gets recruited to a secret society. When you go to the secret society, it's been around for a couple thousand years. They've developed some of the craziest leaders of all time, and they test you. There's unique tests that they have at this society where they test to see your emotional mental toughness. One of the tests that they have is very rigorous. It's purely mental. Of course, there's a physical one, but one is mental and emotional. If you're Armenian, if you're Syrian, if you're Persian, this is a book you're going to be reading and saying, holy moly, this is the kind of stuff you talk about in here? Yes. If you're somebody that's fascinated by history, this is a book for you. Characters. There's a technology that this society, secret society, builds where you go into a vault. I won't spoil it for you. When you go down, they have a technology where you get to sit down and watch and have a 3-4 hour conversation with Tupac. You can set up a debate between Karl Marx and Ayn Rand. Karl Marx is in the book, who wrote Communist Manifesto. Ayn Rand, who wrote Atlas Shrugged, is in the book. Marilyn Monroe explains the concept of seduction and sex in the book. When you read the book, it's about development of the next leaders in the world and how they do it and how they've been doing it for many years. And it's also about how to prevent the end of civilization and how this organization goes about doing it. So, I've never written a parenting book before, but if I ever wrote a parenting book, this is the closest thing to it because it's all mindset, a lot of crazy stories. Again, 13 and a half years. Trust me, I told myself I will not publish this book until I sell my insurance company and I'm fully disconnected from it, where it's no longer my responsibility 100%. When you read this, if you're a creative person, if you like fiction books, if you enjoyed Atlas Shrugged, or if you enjoy Divergent, if you like books like that, I think you're going to enjoy reading this book. It's the creative side. Business books is very easy. Here's how you do it. Here's how this how it works. This is very creative. If you haven't placed the order yet, now you can order it on Simon & Schuster, Amazon. I'm going to put the link up below somewhere here, maybe even in my profile. Go order the book and read it. I've never written a book where I can't wait to read your reviews to see what you think about this book. So I'm going on this wild journey, and we have some plans with this book here. If you support the things that I work on, I would appreciate you going and reading the book, order the book on Amazon, and then post a review. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.